Hi folks, Dino Bob here, back in Lake Wainwright Paleopark, and today we're headed to Destination Djadochta. This is going to be a new area of the park, most of it undercover, and we're going to start here, looking back toward the Welcome Center and pivoting across the Lielenosora viewing area there, which now has a sign, and go down the trail, and you can see our destination ahead of us. This was built by copying the Psittacosaurus and Microraptor building over, and then placing multiple of them after changing its walls theme, and then doing a lot of modification to make them all sit together and work as a unit. So the central section here is our main entrance and sort of a transitional area into this complex. Path over there on the left going to some outdoor areas. We'll see one of those today a bit later in the video. So there's still some work to be done, as is so often the case. There's some planting to go in on the left there. We have murals on either side as the guests move through here and in, excuse me, into the central area. So that's something that will be dealt with in the future, I hope. We're going to go over to the right to the Dunes restaurant building. This one structure is dedicated to guest amenities. So there's a waiting area as guests check in at the reception desk here. You can go around the desk and move into the restaurant areas. These are two of the restaurants placed side by side to convey a much larger restaurant. And you can see I did minimal work in terms of putting walls in to separate them and carry the theming over, which also goes into this large gift shop, which has guests looking through walls to see things, but we'll ignore that. Over here is a large toilet area. It's larger than I had originally built because the guests were stacking up and it was becoming problematic for the satisfaction rating. So I had to do a little bit of an extension to the building. We'll peek into the area where our staff can play and move through some of the building. Again, just a roughed out space. So this is the walkthrough area in this portion of the structure, and we're walking back rather than going through the restaurant. So we're going to move to the building on the other side in the complex, and that's where the Velociraptors are. You can see multiple buildings in here. We're not going to be looking at all of them today. So Velociraptors in here somewhere. There's one. They're small, and there is elevation changes in here, so they can disappear on you. The idea is to convey a sort of dune environment. And you can see rock structures. These are all modified from the rock structure that was in the original building. And instead of tree forms over the supports up to the roof, this time we have some rocks surmounted by metal columns, enough to do the job. So we're now inside the enclosure, and I wanted to show you one little feature this has. Those rocks allow the animals to come up here. Oops, a little too close there. And there is a platform up here, which probably needs some enrichment to draw them up, but it will let the Velociraptors come up here and overlook the guest entry area, giving the guests a chance to see one up there, but also the animals a certain amount of enrichment. So they can get up here. Didn't get one up here while I was preparing this video, but that's the way it works sometimes with the animals. We'll drop down into the habitat now, and you can see that there's a door to the outside. Did you get that, Bug? I don't know. Did you? Anyway, door to the outside. This would be closed during the winter, obviously, because that's not a good environment for these animals. But during the balmier months, they would be allowed to come out, and it would give them some more territory. We pulled out a little bit. You can see that whole area, a little bit of sense of the whole complex. And that's pretty much it for the viewing today. Next week, or maybe the week after, depending on droppings of updates. And we'll look at more of the complex. We'll definitely do it at some point in the future. I can't finish it yet because we don't have all the animals I'd like to put in here. But then we may never have all the animals I'd like to put in here. So here are a few animal pictures to get you through. We've got a velociraptor heading for his bedtime, and it probably is getting toward my own bedtime. Yes, flick that crest up. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. It helps. And make a comment. I'll try to answer it when I get the chance. Till then, and next time, you all be well. Take care of each other out there. Dino Bob signing off. Bye now.